सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। The last time, the conclusion of whatever we read, whatever we have studied, the conclusion for everything was just imagine the tremendous power, beauty, and sweetness of bhakti in any form, be it karma, jnana, mishra bhakti, shuddha bhakti, or even deceitful devotion masking murderous intents, disregarding all mixed motives. Bhagwan Sri Vishnu Krishna kindly purifies his worshippers, humbly fulfills their material desires, and gives them eternal spiritual form in Vaikuntha, even if they are not desiring them. So, children, sinful Brahman, sincere sadhak, prakrit bhaktas, murderers, witches, and even the beasts like elephants all get the mercy and attain the spiritual sky by the infinite divine compassion of Sri Vishnu. Oh, Sri Krishna, remembering all these successful stories of Srimad Bhagavatam, I too hope one day to receive a drop of your mercy, the embrace of your love, and a spiritual form too. Please, oh Krishna, please, oh please, don't neglect this one piteously crying in Divya, in your Divya Dham. So it's a very good opportunity. We can actually write this particular thing in the altar. O Krishna, remembering all the children, sinful Brahmins, sincere sadhakas, prakrit bhaktas, murderous witches, and even the beast animals, remembering all them and their success stories in from Srimad Bhagavatam, I hope one day to receive a drop of your mercy, the embrace of your love, and the spiritual form too. Please, Krishna, please, oh, please don't neglect this one, piteously crying in your Divya Dham. So, we can actually have this particular prayer every day, huh? Which is going to be very helpful for us. So, today's topic is Guru gives the Siddha Deha. Shri Krishna directly gives the Siddha Deha, and Krishna indirectly gives it by inspiring his transcendental representative, Shri Guru. The Sakshadhari Kripa Shakti Murti to give it. The Kripa Patra Sadhaka will then commence Raga Bhajan and one day at the level of Bhav or Prema realize and clearly see his or her individual Siddha Deha which occurs before leaving the material body. Now we will explain how Sri Guru gives a Siddha Deha to a worthy and qualified disciple, which is the traditional way of receiving it in the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Commenting on the verse cited above, Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 15 chapter, 14 verse, Sri Anandas Babaji Maharaj says, the gist of Sri Jiva Goswami Pad's Tika to this verse is that in Bhagwan, Shri Krishna or Vishnu Krishna is written about Vaikuntha or Shri Vrindavan, the Krishna has two kinds of associates. One kind is eternally engaged in Shri Vishnu, Krishna's direct seva. The other kind who are part and parcel of Vishnu, Krishna's effulgence and have transcendental bodies such as Siddha Dehas like Vishnu's. But they are eternally existing in Vaikuntha in countless inactive forms comprising the brilliant radiance of the Vaikuntha Loka. Because they are innumerable jivas who are inherently divine servitors, Sri Krishna has kept an unlimited number of spiritual bodies suitable for serving him in the spiritual sky. When by Bhakti's mercy one becomes eligible for Bhagavad Seva, eternal direct service, Bhagwan Shri Vishnu or Krishna blesses that sadhaka with one of those eternal transcendental bodies, Siddha. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, one who receives and cultivates one's own eternal Siddha Deha through a process called Siddha Pranali, which means that the Guru mercifully bestows the Siddha Deha and reveals its individual features such that transcendental name, bodily hue, dress, seva, and residence place. Among the countless Siddha Dehas located in Vaikuntha, Sri Krishna will determine which particular form to give to the sadhaka bhakta and then reveal it to Sri Guru in his meditation. The fortunate disciple will then completely identify both mentally and emotionally with that Siddha Sarup and perform sadhana bhajan within that spiritual persona. At the stage of Krishna Prema, the sadhaka will be blessed with Radha Madhav's direct seva in that very same transcendental body cultivated during the sadhana and manasi seva. Narottam Das Tagore says in Prem Bhakti Chandrika that whatever one desires or practice during the sadhana will be attained at Siddhi, spiritual perfection. The only difference is in maturity. Sadhana is unripe and Prema Siddhi is a sweet, ripened fruit of sadhana bhakti. The natural characteristics of bhakti is selfless service to Krishna. यानी कि in Hindi we use the word swasukh vasana. Swasukh vasana. It's never present, never present in a devotee. Okay? Because Radharani or gopis, Gwal Bal, everybody's desire is to gratify the senses of Krishna. Even the tinge of sasukh, or tinge of desire of enjoyment will actually divert you from the path. And I often give this example when the aeroplane is flying from Delhi on some certain degree, like suppose 38.7 or 6 degree, it will take you to Mumbai. Or suppose you make the changes in 3 to 4 degree, it might take you to Australia. The same way, two lines, if they just like 1 degree, if it separates from another one, you will see that that particular distance from 1 degree will keep on increasing and increasing and increasing. And those two lines will never ever meet again. Right? This is what you call deviation in bhakti. Or that's what you call when you have a desire to serve Krishna. Even tinge of desire to enjoy, or even tinge of desire to have your own desire fulfilled fulfillment or the desire to fulfill your own desire will take you away from Krishna and you will not be able to understand. You will see, oh my God, I'm progressing in bhakti. That's the reason I've become a president of the temple. But actually, it is Upashakha of bhakti, subdivision of bhakti. Krishna, he doesn't want to give us bhakti because he knows that if he will give us bhakti, he will have to what? Serve his devotee. Although he is not scared of serving his devotees, but he prefers, like, I give you another the example the other day. Any beggar will come to you and say, Prabhu, give me 5 rupees, give me 5 rupees, give me 5 rupees. You say, hey, just stay away from me. Go away, go away, go away. But he's not leaving you, then you will give him 5 rupees and he says, just go away. And he will take 5 rupees and he will go away. But on another hand, suppose if Kailashvasi and I, we happen to meet each other in the middle of the market, he will not give me 5 rupees. He will Krishna will hang out with his devotees, will give them whatever they need. Sorry, there was a disconnection. So, like, Krishna would not like to give, would like to give us whatever we want or whatever we need, if we really start, asking for everything from Krishna. Now, some people can have an argument. If I will not ask Krishna, whom will I ask? That is also okay. But, you have to understand what are you asking for, you know. So you have to be very smart when it comes to asking for something from Krishna. Like I gave you the other example the other day. Like, females maybe they know when they're for fasting for Karwa Chauth. In that story comes that there was a lady who didn't have children, and her husband was blind, and they were very poor. So she prayed to Krishna. She prayed to the Lord, and the Lord appeared. And then Lord asked, "What do you want?" She said, "I want my husband to see my son swinging on a palana. Palana means, like, the small, this thing, the gold, which is made of gold." So she asked the Lord in one sentence, wealth, child, and the eyes for her husband. So same way you have to be very smart, what you're asking for from Krishna. So the natural characteristics of bhakti is selfless service to Sri Krishna, which is free from Swasukha Vasana, and such absolute surrender is most perfectly displayed in Sri Radha's loving maid servants, Manjaris or Dasis. There is no comparison anywhere in the universe to the pure selfless service attitude and expressions of the Radhika's Kinkari Manjari maid servants. They possess the zenith of selflessness, right? So regarding receiving the Siddha Deha from Sri Guru, Sri Baldev Vidyabhushan says that Jiva's decision to want or not want a spiritual body is determined from time of sadhana. The Chandogya Upanishad confirms that practice sadhana brings perfection. As one meditates upon Brahman, such as one's Sachidananda Siddha in this world, he attains Brahman, that spiritual body, after leaving this word. That is Brahma Sutra 4.4.12. Now, some people say that Prabhupada never spoke of Siddha Pranali, he never spoke of Siddha Deha. So let's read. Most traditional lineage of Gaudiya Vaishnavas profess and utilize the Siddha Pranali system to give Siddha Deha to qualified disciples. It seems that even Srila Prabhupada also believes in the practice of the Guru gives Siddha Deha. In 1973, Mayapur, West Bengal, Srila Prabhupada and his learned disciple Sri uh, Harshi Keshanand, Harshi Keshanand Das ji worked together to produce an English edition of Sri Rupa Goswami's Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Instruction. Before meeting Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur, Rishikesh Das had spent some time in Vrindavan, where he learned Bengali and Sri Rupa Goswami passed teachings on Raganuga Bhakti and Siddhadeha. At that time, Srila Prabhupada and Rasi Rishikeshanand Das ji discussed many points relevant to this chapter. At this time, Srila Prabhupada revealed the essence of Bhakti Bhajan, which all should know. Very interesting and very amazing topic. Huh? So, the following dialogues contains three key points. The Guru gives the Siddhadeha to his disciple. Second point is Raganuga Bhakti and Manasi Seva are bona fide spiritual practice. And the relationship between Sri Guru and the disciple is eternal. That we every day chant. Chakshudan Dilodehi Janme Janme Prabhu Sei. Now we present the entire conversation between Srila Prabhupada and Sri Rishikesha Anand Das Babaji Das Ji. They call it SD, downloaded from internet. It's the monumental conversation. Srila Prabhupada. So what have you learned in Vrindavan? So he's saying, SD, he's saying about Nitya Leela, Siddha Pranali, and Ashtakali Leela Swaran. Is this all right, Gurudev? Oh, yes. But who is Siddha? The one out of million of seekers. But isn't Nitya Leela our goal? Then Prabhupada said, yes. We are the followers of Rupa Raghunath. This is the highest understanding to be Dasanudas in Krishna Leela. Then he asked, but what about Siddha Pranali? How to qualify and who will give? Then Prabhupada said, Guru will give. You just chant Hare Krishna. Then HD, he asked, how to receive that eternal information about Siddha Pranali, Gurudev? Srila Prabhupada said, Guru will give you. There is no material consideration about Guru is here or there in Golok Vrindavan. When you reach that level, Guru will give you. Then he asked Gurudev, what about Manasi Seva, like the Brahmin who burns his finger in the meditation while mentally offering kheer to his Thakurji? Isn't that bhajan? Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna makes no distinction. But if you serve Krishna by mind, Manasi Seva, Krishna will accept. And that is true. Then he asked, Gurudev, whenever I mention anything about Raganuga Bhakti, many of my God brothers get angry and say it is all a bunch of Gaudiya Math nonsense and you never taught that. Prabhupada said, everything is coming. They, my disciples, will also get to know it. So you see, Prabhupada knew that not everybody is qualified to understand it, but eventually they will also get to know. And you see, we have so many examples like Manaji Swami Maharaj, one of his disciples, then, Bhanu Maharaj, one of his disciples who has actually practically translated all the Goswami Granthas, then Sachidanand Maharaj, Burijan Prabhu, and what's his name? Shivram Swami Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj. They are like, openly speaking about Raganuga Bhakti nowadays. But all the sannyasis of Prabhupada disciples, 100% I'm sure, who have studied. Terms and conditions is always there. Prabhupada books scrutinizingly under the guidance of a pure devotee, not with their own mindset, definitely would have achieved that stage. Like, for example, Prabhupada said to fall in love with Krishna, you need to read Krishna book, And Pujyapad uh, Gopal Krishna Maharaj had studied that book more than 70 times, Krishna book. And like, if we have another example, Radha Govind Maharaj, his life and soul is all about Bhagavatam, 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 Bhagavatam. Well, in the stage when he's sick, he's still reading Bhagavatam. Or, his disciple used to come to him every day, now and then. Like, so many people I know, they go every day to study, to speak Bhagavatam to him. So do you think his disciples don't know about Raganuga Bhakti? They know. Then he asked, Gurudev, what about Raganuga Bhakti? What is the eternal relationship between us? Then Prabhupada said, quoting the last part of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's prayer to Sri Guru, Nikunja Yuno Ratikeli Siddhyay Ya Libhir Yuktir Pekshaniya Tatradi Dakshat Ativallavasya Vande Guru Shri Charnaravindam. The spiritual master is very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis. So the Guru is serving under his master, and you, all my disciples, can do likewise. In Nitya Leela, every disciple thinks that my master is the most dear of Radha Krishna. So he asks, so that means that my relationship with you is eternal. That will continue in Nitya Leela in the sweetness of Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada said, yes, for sure. Now see your Siddhadeha. So this the point is already finished here that Prabhupada has made all the 3 points clear to us. The Guru gives us the Siddhadeha. Second, Raganuga Bhakti and Mansi Seva are bona fide spiritual practice. Third, the relationship between Guru and Krishna is Guru and disciple is eternal. Now sing your Siddhadeha. By the mercy of Sri Guru and Sri Guru or Krishna, a sadhaka at the level of bhav or prem will directly see one's spiritual siddha deha. According to the purity and quality of one's consciousness, one will perceive, experience, and literally see transcendental phenomena, such that the spiritual form of Bhagwan, Sri Krishna, and one's own siddha swarupa. Sri Brahmaji says the sadhaka can directly see God, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, when the mind and eyes are fully purified and saturated with Krishna's prema. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Shanta Sadev Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yamsham Sundaram Chinta Guna Surupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. To enter fire, one must become fire. Thus, if one wants to see the transcendental Madhurya Prema Surup of Vajendra Nandan Shri Krishna, one must also have a form, heart, mind, and eyes full of Madhurya Prema expressed as selfless service. As Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we are aspiring for the absolute topmost of all conceivable and attainable goal of spiritual perfection, such that Radha Krishna Prema and the confidential service of Radha Krishna in the board of Vrindavan as loyal maid servant Manjaris of Srimati Radharani. Such a lofty spiritual perfection will naturally demand the utmost sacrifice, dedication, determination, patience, and enthusiastic endeavors continually sustained for possibly many lifetimes. Yes, it's true that spiritual success in Kali Yuga comes to one and all just by chanting Hare Krishna, dancing and ordering Krishna Prasada. Although it may sound easy, it's not so easy. There are many levels of stages of purification that one must pass through before attaining the coveted goal of Krishna Prema. When one will pass one's day chanting and dancing with Krishna in Vrindavan. So, Mahaprabhu says, मतलब it's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita shloka, नाचो गाओ भक्त संगे करो संकीर्तन कृष्ण नाम उपदेश तार सर्वजन. The essence of the whole thing is in nacho gao bhakta sange, in the association of devotees, karo sankirtan, have prasadam and dance. But Krishna naam upadesh, listen also and give also, and taro sarvajan, and deliver everybody. So 9 steps of Krishna prema. There are 9 level of stage and practice of Krishna bhakti. We know culturing faith means Shraddha, Then second is meeting a Vaishnava, hearing Hari Katha, taking Diksha, and serving Sri Hari, Guru and Vaishnav, Sadhu Sangha. Then third is, of course, performing the Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, and Bhajan, that is called Bhajan Kriya. Fifth, purification and the inner peace. You have to get purified inside and out, and then the inner peace also should be attained. That is called anartha nivritti. Steadiness and conviction. You should have conviction and steadiness. That is called nishtha. Nishtha is unflinching stage, where nobody can shake you. Then taste, inner joy and satisfaction. That is ruchi. Okay? Loving attachment and hankering to see Bhagavan Shri Krishna, asakti. Then ecstatic spiritual emotions, experiences, and possibly a glimpse of Radha and Krishna, that is bhav. And overwhelming spiritual bliss and continual communion with Radha and Krishna, Krishna Prema. Here is how the Srimad Bhagavatam describes the steps of spiritual bhakti. Tasmad ekan manasa bhagwan sattvam pati shrovya kirti toyascha dhyeya pujyascha nityada. Hearing and reading about Krishna. That is Shraddha and Sadhu Sangha. So with the attentive mind, one should constantly hear, chant, remember, and worship Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who protects devotees. Shraddha means Krishna Bhakti Bhajan begin with faith in Krishna Prema, in Shri Krishna. Then once Bhakti or mood of divine devotion will grow, deepen and progress through 8 more levels. Sadhu Sangha. Bhakti thrives and flourishes even one associates with advanced Vaishnavas who show affection to one, follow the same path and also cherish the same devotional mood, feelings and goal. One may ask, the Bhagavad directs one to constantly hear about Krishna, but I have no interest or attraction for this. Even if I try to read spiritual books, I get no taste and just fall asleep. So how does one get the desire and genuine taste to hear and read about Krishna? Then Bhagavatam इसका आंसर देती है, शुश्रूषो श्रद्धाधानस्य वासुदेव कथा रुचि शान महत सेवया विप्रा पुण्य तीर्थ निषेवनाथ. By nicely serving pure-hearted devotees, yani Mahat Seva Nishevanath, one obtain 4 principal benedictions. Remember that, huh? Nicely serving pure-hearted devotees. So we have to do what? Mahat Sangha. What we have to do? Mahat Sangha means we have to serve pure devotees. And that, if we do that, the 4 priceless benefits we will get. The first benefit is taste of Hari Katha, Vasudev Katha Ruchi. Then strong faith. Then surrender to Guru and the genuine desire to hear more Hari Katha. Now the secret is revealed. It's mercy. There is a mystic transcendental form from the kind and compassionate heart of the sadhu, bhakta, into the mind and heart of the humble serving soul. You approach a saint and attentively, lovingly, and carefully serve him. Then the sweet heart of the sadhu melts and he invisibly deposits into the vault of your heart some jewels from the vast treasure of his personal firm faith in Radha Govinda Yugal and in deep taste for hearing Harikatha. Your newly strengthened faith and taste attract the attention of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who in turn comes to purify you and personally help you advance in spiritual life. Now chanting Sri Krishna's glories. Step Bhajan Kriya और Narth Nivritti. So, first canto, second chapter, 17 verse says, by the mercy of the Sadhu Bhakta, one now hear and chant the beautiful, purifying topics of Sri Harikatha with taste and faith becomes pleased. Krishna as the Antaryami with Hiri Antaraha personally removes all one's obstacles and inauspiciousness. क्या बोलते हैं? तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजनप्रीतिपूर्वकं Tadami buddhi yogatam yenam upyantate tesha vivanu kampanam aham ajnana jamtama nashyami atma bhavastu jnana deepena vasudha. Bhajan Kriya is the third stage comprising practicing the nine limb of Radha Krishna sadhana bhajan like hearing, chanting and remembering. While another nirviti is a stage of sensual, mental and emotional purification. The fourth stage of another nirviti means cessation of the offenses and all bad habits is the most difficult one to pass through. It may take lifetimes. Now the stage comes Nishtha. Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu नष्ट प्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी. Daily hearing and reading and serving the beautiful Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad devotees destroy all inauspiciousness to nil and bring steadiness in bhakti bhajan. So nishtha means firmness, strong conviction, enthusiasm, and mental peace. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti, by serving bhaktas and bhagavata, most of one's nam apradhs and the abhadreshu, nashta prayeshu, bhadreshu diminish. And this continues till the stage of bhava bhakti, when anarthas are mostly destroyed. One extends to the stage of nishtha, where it is easy to concentrate on Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Ruchi and asakti, tada rajas tamo bhava, काम लाभा अधायश्चये चेता अतेर अनाविद्धम स्थितितम सत्वे प्रसिद्धति. Gradually one become very fixed, steady, pure-minded and free from lust, desires, greed, hankering and other qualities born of ignorance and passion. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the mind is not disturbed or transformed, anavidham, by the agitation of lust, greed, and other qualities such as anger, illusion, and hatred arising from passion and ignorance, rajas, tamas. You see, remember, sometimes some people become very exalted. They become self-claimed exalted devotees. In other words, we call it pure devotee syndrome. They think that, oh, they've become pure devotees and they don't want anybody but just the Lord. Then what happens? Eventually they start communicating with the Lord. Communicating with the Lord means they think that they have a relationship with the Lord direct. And they don't want to keep any relationship with anybody, whosoever is around. You see, Vairagya was seen in our acharyas as well. Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. And they were all the acharyas of Ekantik Bhakti. But Ekantik Bhakti doesn't mean that you are actually going in the isolation and performing Bhakti. Isolation, this will actually create Utpat. In Kali Yuga, Ekantik Bhakti will create Utpat. Utpat means it will put you in such a situation that if you get dragged or get trapped into your mind, into the power of your mind. Power means, what do you call power? Power means typhoon, I guess. I don't know. What do you call power? I'm just not getting the word. Which comes in the water and it's round, round, round. Once you trap into it, you just go down and down and down, and there is no way you can come out. So when your mind becomes your guru, then you think that you're at the stage of ruchi or asakti, but you're not. But actually, the mind is not disturbed in that stage. Anavidham. And by any agitation of lust, greed, or other qualities such as anger, illusion, and hatred arising from the passion and ignorance, rajas and tamas. So at the stage of ruchi, one loses one's taste and interest in material objects because one is relishing great happiness by hearing, chanting and remembering Radha and Krishna. But after this, the mind becomes fixed, sthitam, in the transcendental form of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and one attains the stage of asakti, which means continuous attachment and thinking of Radha and Krishna. However, we also have to understand that if we are getting hatred or making perceptions, or our mind is driving us away from devotee association, then that's the last attack of Maya. When Maya is completely attacking you in so many ways, like by giving you karma mishrit bhakti, jnana mishrit bhakti, jnana mishrit bhakti. After some time, when you defeat all that and you try to, hanker for the pure devotion, then puja, labh, pratishtha will come on your way. But when you overcome that also, and then when Maya thinks that it's very difficult to defeat this particular devotee, then she sends the last Brahmastra. And that last Brahmastra is that you feel like going away from the association of devotees. You start seeing faults in everybody, and then you think, come on, man, I don't need anybody in life. All I want myself. And I think whatever I'm doing is right. And that's what a time when Maya comes and Maya takach take you away from the association of devotees, and then you fall and you fall and you fall in the deep shit, and you cannot come out of it. Excuse me for my language. After this, the mind becomes fixed in the transcendental form of Bhagavan, Shri Krishna, and one attains the stage of asakti, which means continuous attachment and thinking of Radha and Krishna. Ruchi, at this coveted stage, one tastes joy and fulfillment in Bhakti Bhajan. But asakti, strong attachment to Radha Krishna arises, and the intense desire to meet them also comes. Bhava evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. By the process of Krishna Bhakti Bhajan, one's mind becomes enlivened and satisfied. One obtains clear realized knowledge of Bhagwan, Shri Krishna, and freedom from all bad association. See, bad association. The second translation is the mind becomes joyful and satisfied on attaining bhav of rati. Yeah. Finally, prema manifests along with complete detachment. The devotee then experiences the transcendental form, qualities, pastimes, powers, and sweetness of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. What is bhav? One now experiences ecstasy, fervently desires to immediately see and intimately serve Radha Krishna along with occasional deep visions or even darshan of Radha Madhav Leela Yugal. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, in the stage of asakti, one feels very attached to Sri Krishna and continually worships him at every moment. Afterwards, the stage of Bhava Bhakti appears, Prasanna Manasa. Without having Bhava Bhakti, no one can be completely detached from material enjoyment. And without constant detachment, one can never find mental satisfaction. Finally, the long awaiting Krishna Prema appears. Bhagavad Bhakti Yogataha. From that arises realization, yani Vijnanam of Sri Krishna's form, qualities, pastimes, power, and sweetness. So Krishna Prema vidyate hridaye granthis chidyante sarva samshaya क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट्वा त्व अतुमम ईश्वरे. At the stage of Krishna Prema, at the stage of Krishna Prema, all the knots within the heart are completely cut out, and all doubts and karmic reactions are destroyed because one now see one's real self and his eternal supreme controller, Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Krishna Prem, this is the final stage of perfect transcendental loving bliss, eternal and constant, rapturous Vraj Madhurya Leela immensions in one Siddhadeva. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti at the stage of Krishna Prema, ignorance, which is the main knot in the heart, is cut out. Hridaya Granthis Chidyante means all doubts, thinking that attaining Krishna Prema is impossible, are destroyed. And all the karmas are destroyed. Because one directly see Bhagavan as Paramatma, Atmani, in the mind, Spurti, and also eternally with his eyes. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur has listed the 14 steps of bhakti. ठीक है? We've studied 9 now. So he's Krishna Prema ke liye, he has mentioned 14 steps. Mercy of devotees, service to devotees, faith, surrender to Guru, desire to worship, serve, and hear about Bhagavan. Then sixth is bhakti, clearance of anarthas. Then nishtha, ruchi, asakti, rati, prem. Spurti means seeing Sri Krishna. Madhurya Aswadan means experiencing and relishing the sweetness of Shyamsundar. These are the 14 steps to Krishna Prema. So, how to attain perfection? It's a gradual process. So, the way of Krishna consciousness is simple. 1, 2, 3, chant Hare Krishna, take prasadam, and go to Vaikuntha. It sounds so simple, yet it is extremely complicated and complex at the same time. Crossing over the ocean of one's extraneous desires and passing through the galaxy of one wayward thoughts may take lifetime of bhakti bhajan. You see, Srila Prabhupada was the embodiment of the enthusiasm and encouragement promising one and all spiritual perfection in one life. But Srila Prabhupada was also a practical realist too. So he continued, he cautioned, try to become perfect now, but don't be discouraged because perfection takes time. Be assured that your success is guaranteed. So just push on and march towards or forward to Krishna. When confronted by disciples disappointed over their slow progress and complete absence of any direct experiences of Sri Krishna, Srila Prabhupada would often reply, it is a gradual process. Cleansing the heart is a gradual process. It doesn't happen abruptly. Krishna consciousness is a gradual process of realization and purification. Now we will describe the gradual process, anukramat, of spiritual advancement in Krishna consciousness and the consequent seeing of perceiving of one's individual eternal body. Siddhadeha. You see, I can stop here also, but it's the second part of the 8th chapter and it's just like 10 more minutes it will take. Are you okay with that? You can raise your hand. Or I'll just stop it here. Like, it's just like 2, 3 more pages left. Is that okay? Mahananda, is that okay? Kailashvasi, it's okay, okay. Kalavati Mataji, is that okay? Mahananda said yes. Kushi, is that okay? Just raise your hand or send me a message. Kanupriya, what do you think? Is that okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
We got the votes. So now we will describe the gradual process. Okay? So one starts Krishna consciousness by hearing and reading to gain knowledge of Krishna, the practice, and the goal of Bhakti Sadhana. Transcendental knowledge helps us to perceive our eternal individual spiritual identity as atomic particles of consciousness, a soul or Jivatma. Gradually, purity and knowledge, Aka Krishna consciousness, increases to a point wherein one can meditate on Sri Sri Radha Krishna's beautiful name, form, qualities, and sweet Vaj Leelas. Although moving from one level to the next may take many years or even many lifetimes, the fact remains that bhakti sadhana has different stages which one must reach before attaining spiritual perfection is Krishna consciousness. So, but one more thing Prabhupada has mentioned in his letter of instruction book, that progress in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the devotee. So it's a gradual process, but how gradual? How much gradual? How much gradual you want to make it? It will become that gradual. If you will just start reading, Prabhupada books, scrutinizingly, under the guidance of a proper person, or by praying to Paramatma to reveal you each and every words of Srila Prabhupada, then you will be able to understand bhakti and the process of bhakti a little faster. And when you are able to understand, then you will be able to actually attain bhakti in your way, like more faster way than anybody else. Like Kailashvasi wants me to come with him where? To Jagannath Puri. But we have two options. Either we can fly there, or we can go by Jagannath Puri Express, or we can go by Shatabdi or Rajdhani. Rajdhani will take 17 hours, 18 hours, or maybe 22 hours. That Puri Express will take maybe 40 hours, and flight will take only 2 hours. So it's all up to us how gradual we want to make our bhakti. So as mentioned above, Srila Prabhupada said, spiritual advancement in Krishna consciousness is a gradual process. It may take scores of years or several lifetimes to attain the lofty divine goal of Radha Krishna's Prema Seva in Braj Nitya Kunja. As a journey of 1000 kilometers begin with the first step, the long road to Krishna Prema begin with the first step. In Madhurya Kadambini, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained exactly how aparadha and anartha, such as offenses, unwanted obstacles, and impediments gradually disappear. See, I'm going to give you a formula. How can this offensive mentality or unwanted obstacles and impediments in our bhakti like Kama, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya gradually disappear from the mind and heart of the sincere sadhaka? He described 5 stages. Okay? In the gradual cessation of the all aparadha and anarthas. Stage of perfection in Krishna consciousness. So 5 stages mentioned. First is the partial perfection. 15% anarthas and aparadha destroyed, bhajan kriya stage. And at the stage 1 is 15% attached to serving and being Sri Krishna, and 85% attached to enjoying one's material body and senses. And 15% Krishna consciousness is that 85% Maya. 2. Pervasive, that is 75% anarthas and aparadh destroyed, Nishtha stage. At this stage, one is 75% attached to serving and being with Krishna, 25% attached to enjoying one's material body and senses. So 75% attachment to Krishna consciousness, but 25% Maya. So at least he has uplifted himself from 85% of Maya, right? So now almost complete, 95% destroyed Bhav stage, 95% Krishna consciousness, and 5% Maya. But complete is 100% destroyed Prema stage. Okay, that is the Prema stage. And 100% Krishna consciousness says that 0.001% is Maya. Even here, however, there is a slight chance that anartha may appear. Shri Rupa Goswami confirmed this. Yes, it is true and possible that even at the stage of bhav or prema, one may commit an aparadh if one offends a great devotee of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Krishna Preshtha Aparadhatah. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.3.54. So the absolute perfection is 100%, 100% destroyed, and 100% Krishna consciousness and 0% Maya. For the fully realized Krishna Premi Bhakta, the cessation and destruction of all anartha and aparadh is absolute, because one has received the complete mercy of Sri Krishna along with his direct seva and associates, Sakshat Seva and Sangha. There's not even the slightest chance for the appearance of anarthas or aparadh. One has now attained the perfection of one's human form life and the final goal of Krishna consciousness. Thus, one can see that advancing in Radha Krishna Bhakti Bhajan is a gradual process that may extend for many lifetimes. However, the good news is that in every successive birth, the sadhaka will again practice Bhakti Bhajan and thus move closer and closer to Krishna. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains this point in Sri Gita. In the first life, in the next life, one is automatically attracted to the type of sadhana bhajan one practiced in the previous life. Puru abhyasena hridayate yavasho api saha. Bhagavad Gita 6.44. Okay. Sridhar Swami Tika says, thus struggling under the momentum of one's former practice, the sadhaka gradually attains liberation in Krishna consciousness. Next, Shri Krishna describes how one rises to the pure stage and eventually attains Krishna Prema. तो इस भगवद गीता का श्लोक है, प्रयन्नाद यतमनस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेक जन्म समित सिद्धस ततो यति परम गतिम्. Unlike one's previous life, the bhakti yogi will now strive for spiritual perfection with the intense efforts and become purified of one's anartha and aparadha. Then, after many births, one will finally attain perfection in Krishna consciousness, Krishna Prema. Sri Baldev Vidyabhushan Tika, due to the fear of one's previous obstacles, the sadhaka now makes even more efforts in bhajan, and this additional effort purifies one of material desires. Srila Prabhupada Stika with the determination, therefore, the bhakta begin one's unfinished task, and thus one completely cleanse oneself of all material contaminations. When one is finally free from all contaminations, one attains the supreme perfection, Krishna consciousness. The principle of the gradual process also applies to the realization and perception of one's guru, received or mentally conceived Siddha Swarupa Siddha Deha. In the beginning, awareness of one's eternal transcendental female identity as Srimati Radhika's loving, loyal maid servant is slight and bodily attachment is great. Gradually, as one advances in meditation and receives more mercy from Sri Krishna and Sri Guru, one will more deeply identify with the Siddha Deha and Sri Radha's Seva. Simultaneously, one will identify less with the eternal material body and enjoying material sense gratification. The material body and the Siddha Deha are like communicating vessels. More identity with body, less identity with Siddha Deha, or more identity with Siddha Deha, less identity with the temporary material body. In this stage, Srila Prabhupada said, the more we make progress in Krishna consciousness, this I and my consciousness will vanish. This is a natural consequence. Just as soon as you begin to eat, your weakness will disappear. Along with your hunger and satisfaction will come. Similarly, these two things control stand together, Maya and Krishna. If I am in Krishna consciousness, then there is no question of Maya. It may be that I am not fully conscious, Krishna conscious, just like while eating. It is not that immediately my hunger is satisfied. It takes a little time. It takes 15 minutes to the mind to send you the message that you are fully satisfied. Similarly, Krishna consciousness is the gradual process of advancement, and that is the test. If I am still in illusion, then I should understand that my Krishna consciousness is not progressing. This is a test. Increasing one's love for Krishna is a gradual process. Teaching Um, in the next wonderful quote, Srila Prabhupada perfectly and beautifully explained the gradual journey to Krishna Prema. The development of intimacy between Bhagwan and Sri Krishna and the living entity happens by a gradual process of progressive and devotional service, devotional activities. Such a progress march of transcendental devotion for Sri Krishna culminates in the attainment of loving service of Krishna, which is called prema in different transcendental variegatedness called rasas. Astonishing, tasty, loving, divine mellow. If you sometimes think, oh, why doesn't this process of Krishna consciousness work? Then just remember Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Once Das Goswami Pad performs the Leela of fasting until death because he felt that he had not attained the mercy of Radharani. At that time, Karunamai Radhika directly appeared to Das Goswami and said, Eat Baba, who says you did not get the mercy? You are living in my kingdom of Vrindavan, aren't you? So you have got the mercy if you are living in Shridham Vrindavan. So the all-knowing Prabhu Gauranga once gave the following assuring instruction to Dasa Goswami. Sthirahan ghare yaho naho vatula krame krame paye loka bhava sindhu kela. Mahaprabhu said, O Das Raghunath, be patient, study, and don't go crazy. Gradually, step by step, you will get to the other side of the ocean of samsara. The conclusion is that one must try one's best to perform bhakti bhajan, all the while understanding that perfection does not come easily. One should think Krishna Prema may come in one life, two, or even 10 lifetimes. But still, I must attain this sweet personal perfection no matter what. The joy, the peace, and the fulfillment I have found so far in Bhakti Bhajan completely eclipses and surpasses all other pleasures I obtain by trying to enjoy my body in this mundane world. I'm totally convinced that nothing else in this world but Krishna consciousness is so supremely beautiful, sweet, blissful, and tasteful and fulfilling. I know that I'm far, far away from Krishna Prema perfection, yet I will keep moving on and on. I'm sure that if not now, then in some future life, my most loving and merciful Radha Govinda Yugal will grant me their sweet love, the blissful darshan, and their tight loving embrace. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, and Raganuga Bhakti Bhajan ki jai. पांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Any question, doubt, and problem? Any
प्रभु
comment?
जी थोड़ी ज्यादा हैवी क्लास नहीं होगी ये?
देख सुन, the conclusion is very simple that this whole process is a gradual process and we have to have utsah, enthusiasm, nishchay means determination, and dharya means patience. But we need to have the desire and no compromise with the desire. That's what exactly is the essence of the whole class today. That's the essence of the whole bhakti. So yeah, I understand it was a heavy class and so much of things you have heard. But you need to understand that all these parameters of bhakti, all these things step by step, these things does not matter. Why? Because it's not that you come on the stage of Shraddha, then Ruchi Asakti, then then from Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, and then Anasrivritti, then Nishtha, Ruchi Asakti. Sometime, like it goes together. Like your Bhajan Kriya is going on, you started chanting and all, and Anasrivritti is going on. But apart from that, you have developed Nishtha in one thing. Like you are still at the stage of Anartha Nivriti, but you got the Nishtha in Harinam Sankirtan, or you got the Nishtha in deity worship, or you got the Nishtha in hearing Harikatha. Or you become so mad and you come to that level where you cannot live without hearing Harikatha. So it is what happening? What is happening? Anartha nivritti is going on. Bhajan Kriya has just started, but you have developed this Nishtha. Then automatically the Ruchi is coming. But you're attached to one thing, to another. Like, it goes together. It's like, I told you before also, and I'm repeating myself again. You keep a container of milk on the gas. That is Shraddha. And then you start boiling it. First, it becomes a little hot. That is sadhu sangha. Then a little bit more hot. Then bhajan kriya. Then anartha nivritti, like more hot. And when the milk is boiling, that is maybe nishtha. Then you turn down the flame and then you start cooking it. Then nishtha, ruchi, asakti. Ruchi and asakti is a stage where it is getting little more thicker. But so much of, क्या कहते हैं उसे, malai is coming on the sides. And then you're taking out the malai. And then it becomes like a rabdi. That is bhava. And then when it like completely burned, that comes out as a peda. And that's the like most condensed form of the milk. So you see, the same milk means the Shraddha only. When become more guhyam, more dark, more thicker and thicker and thicker, that Shraddha only become prema. It's not that Shraddha is something else, Sadhu Sang is something else, Bhajan Kriya is something else. If you have Shraddha, then from Shraddha only the Sadhu Sang comes. Then you have Shraddha in Sadhu Sang. Then you start Bhajan Kriya. Then you have Shraddha in Bhajan Kriya. Then when your anarthas are getting rid of your anarthas, you have Shraddha in that process as well. Sometimes you're beaten up, sometimes you got defamed, sometimes you fall down, sometimes you get up again, but you have Shraddha. Then Nishtha. If you attach to any limb of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtan, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Vachanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Mahatma Nivedanam, any limb of bhakti, if you get little attached, and then you need to have Shraddha for that as well, that I'm attached to Krishna. So it's Shraddha only which is going till the stage of Prema. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So don't get scared. It was a heavy class, but this class gives us a clear picture that Prabhupada is mentioning that the Manasi Seva is not bad. So you can start under the guidance of somebody or your Guru Maharaj, or maybe you can read the scriptures, whatever you have studied, any pastime of Krishna from Krishna book, close your eyes and do the manan. If I say, Khushi, your elder sister is in Bangalore. I saw her in the mall. She was standing outside the poster of Kahona Pyare movie. Now, immediately your mind has gone to Bangalore. You've never been to Bangalore, but your mind has taken you to some Bangalore where in some of the mall, your sister is standing outside, where? In front of Kahona Pyare poster. So your mind has taken you there or not?
Yes,
It
I
has,
was that.
you have immediately visualized it, right?
Yes.
This is what Manasi Seva is. When Krishna is walking from Vrindavan, don't think about Vrindavan with that small nalia. It's a more beautiful Vrindavan with so much of forests around, so many cows are going around, grazing here and there. And Krishna is sitting with his friends in the circle, and he has gulab jamun, rasgulla, sandesh, samosa in in one hand. It's like he had kind of put it in between his fingers, and the other hand, he has like he's trying to snatch a laddu from Madhumangal, that how can you have it alone? I also want to have it, So just if I said that, you have the vision or the visualization of that particular Leela in your mind. I'm not saying that you have to have only and only in Nitya Nikunja or Nivritta Nikunja Leela. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying just think about Krishna is coming out of Kaliya Dahe from Yamuna. And how beautiful he's looking. Just think about that. Or he's dancing on the head of Kalyana. You see, any Leela, any Leela, like not any Leela, most of the Leelas in Braj were performed in front of the gopis. So Krishna is doing that. Like, when Krishna is doing Govardhan Puja and when they start doing the parikrama, just to show his presence to the gopis who are walking behind, he will throw a stick in the air and then he will catch it in a very different and very smart way. So gopis are not able to see him catching that stick, but gopis are seeing the stick going in the air. Think about that, you know. So you are participating in the Krishna Leela, maybe the Govardhan Leela, in which all the Brajvasis were there. You think that particular Leela from the prospect of what? Madhurya Ras. If you want to have that, vision, I have the recording of my one of the Govardhan Leela. I can send you that, and then you can see that Govardhan Leela, you can hear that Govardhan Leela. And when you hear that Govardhan Leela, it will give you a very different prospect to see Govardhan Leela. Getting my point, Khushi?
Yes, Prabhuji, and please do send me that recording.
I will send you that recording. Mananda, you want to say something? Yes, Mananda, you've raised your hand. Tell me. Mananda, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hari bol, Prabhu. Tell
In
me.
this class, you are explaining.
Huh? Mananda, your voice is breaking, brother. If you want, you can type. Like you can type in the chat.
Hare Krishna.
हाँ हरी बोल प्रभु हाँ जी
Yes, Prabhu. I'm very happy to tell you because I'm from Chennai because it's a nice, great opportunity to associate with Bonaswami Maharaj.
हाँ हाँ
Yes, Bonaswami Maharaj used to tell nothing, just you can simply chant, follow the four regulatory principles. That's it.
yeah Prabhu
Very
but
simple.
see again Prabhupada is mentioning only three things, right? Just chant and have Krishna Mahaprasad, right? this is
Even,
this is mentioned, no? But
eh,
then yeah uh we read somewhere, no? We read just recently.
Maharaj used to attend Mangalarti.
Hmm.
Yes, after that, yes, simply sit and continue sitting down. Then you keep chanting back, and then you start doing this service. I have remember that one day I am in altar and dressing to Jagannath.
Mhm.
That day Bonamara came and seen the altar. Then I run and clean. I'm trying to clean that place, Maharaj place. So sorry.
Your voice got disappear, Mananda. You're speaking something very amazing to us, but your voice is
I can
cracking.
repeat.
You can write maybe and I can repeat for you. Very important information you're giving it to us, but your voice is breaking. Can you speak again?
Now, now it's okay.
Yeah, maybe you can come out of your house or maybe you can go in a better
I'm at
network.
home only.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now one minute.
So Bhanu Maharaj used to complete his Mangala Arati, then he used to chant his rounds very sincerely, right?
One reply to the devotees' mails.
Hmm.
Time for devotee
Bhai,
query mails and all.
your voice, Mananda, your voice is breaking here. Can you just send me the chat or uh, write it down in short? I'll repeat it because it should be documented in our class. This is a very important information you're giving. Maharaj, you just type, huh? Please, I'll be very grateful to you. Just type.
Hare Krishna.
हाँ Hari बोल.
Okay, Prabhu. Once, after Mangalarti, Maharaj was very blissful, and some devotees are asking some questions and some related, some astrology and baby name, this marriage horoscope and all. No? Maharaj used to reply on only on Brahma Muhurta.
अच्छा. Very nice. Hari बोल. Me, Mananda, you can send me a message and we can talk about this. Mother Kalauti, you want to say something?
No, Prabhuji, and I have to listen this lecture
Ah.
and because I left class in between because of tomorrow's Prasadam Seva.
Come on. Elijah, you want to say something?
No, Broji, everything is clearly understandable and very important class and nice class. The books has been written in a very nicely and all the crux has been presented over here. How we should do this seva and how we should achieve the goal. That's why I'm very much happy to have this class today. Hare Krishna.
Haribol,
Okay.
Prabhuji, can I get the soft copy what we are reading?
I will just send you immediately.
Okay, Prabhu. And please, a recording of this class too, Prabhuji. There's a lot of things which I forget to write actually.
ठीक है. I'll send you.
Yeah, sure.
Mananda,
Thank you.
you are back with the good network or no?
I think so, Prabhu. Okay, now, once, sorry, actually, once Banu Maharaj completing his regular chanting, after that only he used to reply the devotees' mails, specifically like Rama, astrology, and doubts and all. And one day I was in Jagannath altar, I've been dressing up Jagannath Shri all day. But they just Maharaj came and they cleaned the down part of altar. Then I run to that and I take the Maharaj. Maharaj simply said, "You can do your service, I can do my service." That's it. Prabhu. And Prabhu, I have one more doubt. Prabhu, in Radha Kund only we have Vishnu Chakravarti, but Samadhi Mandir, right, Prabhu?
Vishnu Chakravarti Samadhi Mandir we have in Vrindavan also, next to Narottam Das Thakur's Samadhi.
Yes, Prabhu, it's in Radha Kund that three Samadhis are there, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishnu Chakravarti, and one Baldev Vidyabhushan, right, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu. As far as I have the understanding, we have Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad, Narottam Das Thakur, and Loknath Goswami Samadhi in Gokulanand Temple in Vrindavan.
Okay, Prabhu.
In Radhakund, we have Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami,
Yes,
Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Samadhi.
Prabhu, in I think the three Samadhi they used to call in Radha Kund, no, that there is a near.
Haan, Prabhu, there are so many Samadhis. We have a Samadhi. Again, I'm just turning off the YouTube.